I am so gutted. I am truly devastated with that. It's a heartbreaker. To watch Chelsea lose today really did hurt because I genuinely believed that something special was going to happen today. I truly believed that there was going to be a standout, marquee statement performance from Chelsea today with Frank Lampard in charge. Now, of course, I'm going to come on to talk about Frank Lampard and his contribution today, and did he get anything right? Where did it go wrong? Of course I am, but I do have a question for you that does need to be answered. I am intrigued to hear your thoughts, so please put them in the comments below. Whatever you think of Lampard, whatever snide comment you have to make about Frank Lampard, however much you know that this is hurting me, my question to you is this. Didn't you expect to see a statement from Chelsea players today, because today is their opportunity to put their case forward to start a game at the Bernabeu in the week? Didn't you expect the players today to make a case to start a game at the Bernabeu? Isn't that your dream as a footballer? You have an opportunity to play for Chelsea in the Champions League away in Real Madrid. Isn't that a dream opportunity? So what you do when you're playing Wolves in a rather meaningless fixture, you have an opportunity to make your case, to make sure that you are in the team when you go to the Bernabeu. And those players, there was nothing from them. It was so pitiful. Now, of course, Frank Lampard needs to take some of the responsibility here as well. I'm not shielding him. I'm not creating a facade around Lampard. I am going to talk about him, but I honestly expected to see so much more from some of those players. They have the opportunity to play in the Champions League in one of the homes of football, one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. You have your chance to get your name on the team sheet. You put in a blinder today, you start, and there was nothing. Now look, Frank Lampard is culpable here as well. There was literally no managerial bounce whatsoever. There was no manager bounce whatsoever. There was no extra threat. There was no extra zip. There was no extra hunger. There was nothing. It was comparable to what we saw under Graham Potter. So yes, of course, Frank Lampard needs to take some responsibility here, and I'm sure he will. But I really did expect to see so much more from the players. It felt like such a cowardly performance. So meek, so cold, so lacking in so much. Like, there was just nothing. And that is why we are plodding our way into mid-table mediocrity. We are Chelsea Football Club, and we are plodding our way, pathetically, slowly, to mid-table mediocrity. Because there is basically nothing. And today, it was the perfect opposition for the players, but also for Frank Lampard. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not shielding him from any criticism. Frank Lampard today got it wrong. Of course he did, because one of the criticism that is often levelled at Frank Lampard, and it is probably fair, is that thus far in his managerial career, he hasn't really worked out how to set up a defence. He hasn't really worked out how best to make sure that his team are resilient and do not concede too many goals. People would say that his defence is far too disorganised, far too leaky, and today we're playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, the joint lowest scorers in the league. They're also not very good. So we're playing a weak team who don't score many goals. That is a dream scenario for Lampard. That is a dream scenario for the players as well, ahead of going away to Real Madrid. And both have got it so wrong. And today feels like a massive reality check. Appointing Frank Lampard, I think it did an awful lot for the fans. You know, there was a real spring in people's steps today. My Chelsea WhatsApp group was popping off. Everyone's heading off to Molyneux. People trying to get tickets late. People who had sold their tickets because they were going to Spain. They didn't want to go to Wolves, and trying to get tickets back. Everybody desperate to get there. The excitement is back. But, I mean, that game, it just showed us exactly why this group of players are lying 11th in the league. So many sloppy individual performances. No cohesion. No heart. That is the thing that hits me most. Like, there's no desperation to win. There's no desire, really. Like, it's all very well having Frank Lampard in the dugout, but where's Frank Lampard on the pitch? Like, where is that sort of general in the pitch who dragged his team to victory? You know, Chelsea in Lampard's era had a dozen of them. You know, you had Michael Ballack, Michael Essien, Claude Makelele, just in a midfield, John Obi Mikel, just in a midfield, who would make sure that they would drag their team to victory. Even somebody like Thiago wouldn't allow Chelsea to lose. There's nobody there like that now. And the midfield today was so poor. We lost all sorts of control in that midfield. You know, we had a lot of the ball, but we didn't really have any control. And Gallagher and Kovacic, they were just nowhere. You know, they're not combative enough. They're not hungry enough. They're not desperate enough. They give the ball away too easily. They do not create anything. And I tell you what, you know, earlier in this video, I was saying it's about making your case for the Bernabeu. Gallagher or Kovacic should not start. Obviously, I think, at least, Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante were preserved for the Bernabeu. But Gallagher doesn't deserve to start. Kovacic doesn't deserve to start. It's difficult to leave Kovacic out of a game of that magnitude. But I saw nothing from him today to suggest that he deserves it. And do you know what? Thinking about that game, I think Lampard got it wrong that we played 4 at the back. I really, desperately hope he isn't going to play 4 at the back in Spain, because we just don't have the players for it. We don't have the defence for it. We do not have defenders capable of playing that system. It's a real worry. This squad cannot cope with it. And I would have thought that Lampard would have used today. Look, it's a gutter that we aren't in contention for the Premier League title. It's a gutter that we aren't in contention for top 4 even. But every cloud does have a silver lining, and the silver lining would be that today could be a dress rehearsal for the Bernabeu. Lampard's just come in. Surely he would set up in a way that is going to be similar to what he's going to do in Spain. Which really troubles me, because if we play 4 at the back against Ancelotti, we are in trouble. Deep trouble. So surely, if he takes one thing from today, it's that we just have to play 5 at the back. The shape of today is going to be crucified in Spain. So we really do need to get it right. Do you know the other thing that I haven't done in this video, and it's a disgrace? I haven't contributed to the conversation, my congratulations for the goal. It was an outrageous goal from Nunes, like a truly beautiful strike. Chelsea defended it fairly well. You know, Koulibaly's header, I thought he did well because he didn't knock it straight out. He knocked it wide of the goal. But he couldn't have expected Nunes to turn into Marco van Basten and just ping it in. I mean, it was an outrageous goal, truly beautiful goal. And you know what? You're always worried about Wolves, aren't you? But Ruben Neves was out. You know, you're worried about Wolves scoring a goal of that quality. But with Neves not there, you think we'd be all right. Sadly not. And you know, now we have to speak about the biggest problem in this team. The forwards. It's just a disgrace. They're so expensively assembled. So few clear-cut chances. So anonymous. The lot of them. All dreadful. Every single one of them dreadful. You know, Chelsea fans online, they like to wax lyrical about Joao Felix. Great. I want to see delivery. I want to see actual... Like, it's all very well telling me that he's graceful on the ball and loves a trick and carries the ball beautifully. End product. And they were just abysmal. Felix, Havertz, Sterling, then Pulisic, Aubameyang. Aubameyang should have scored. But there was a moment towards the end, I think Chilwell it was, puts in a brilliant cross. There's no Chelsea player there. Nobody gambles, nobody gets there. But yeah, I'm really gutted. I'm so gutted. Like, I feel like I had the wind knocked out of my sails. I thought that we were going to do something spectacular today. I really did. I thought Chelsea were going to be back. I thought we were going to win, get some momentum, go to the Bernabeu and really put in a performance. Hopefully Frank's learned a lot about this team and shape. But I'm starting to dread going to Spain in the week. Thanks for watching this video. Really am interested to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. If you're new around here, my name's Rory. I talk about football a lot, and I would love it if you would consider clicking that subscriber button. Thanks for watching.